Okay, so just quickly catch up. Sarah's channeling a group of beings, and I'm questioning um, the kinds of beings the collective has. And we're focusing in on the water beings, kind of, namely like the dolphin kind of collective. And that's so now you're up to speed. So these water beings, so they're part of the dolphin collective there.
Yes.
All
And
right.
just to clarify,
Yes.
we are a collective of beings from Earth and
Oh,
other star systems.
okay. That's fine. That's better.
Yes.
That way they're from here. But yeah, there are a lot of collectives that have celestial connections,
Yes, that is
like
correct.
the dolphins in Sirius and the whales and wherever the whales are connected at, and some of the others. Where are the octopus from?
Wherever they are from, their planet,
Yeah. What
we cannot
planets?
give the name.
The what?
We cannot give the name.
You
You'll
cannot
find
give
that
the
out
name,
later.
but they have a celestial to their own special place.
Yes.
Connection. Okay, interesting. Because I never thought that octopus were really like exactly from here.
No, they are not.
But then again, I know that none of us are really from here, or
That is correct.
there's kind of no such thing as an Earthling. Otherwise,
There
we'd
are
all be the same if we were
plants and trees.
plants and trees. They're not from here
Yes,
originally either, though.
yes, they are.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. So the
Some
trees and the
are.
plant life are the Earthlings, and we're the weird things. Okay, all right.
That is not what we said.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Well, because not all information needs to be all this serious stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's not always so serious. Oh, so what else? I don't know. What are the so if you're connected to the collective here, so you're a collective that's connected to collective here, and then I don't have any questions for other people. It would just be my own personal questions then. So how has my connection with the collective here and your collective, um, that connection, what do they have any news for me? Is there anything they've been trying to tell me lately that I've just not been getting the message? Is that one of the reasons why you've come forth? Because you're offering the ability to communicate some of these messages?
You have been receiving the messages.
Yeah, but have I been
They're not
consciously receiving them?
delivering.
Yeah, have I been consciously getting them? Are they
Who
getting through?
was to say you have not?
Say that again.
You have not been receiving them with your conscious mind,
Right. They're not
only
consciously getting through.
because you are believing you are not receiving them.
Yes. Well, that's because sometimes when I'm receiving things, they're not very clear that they're a reception, that they are something that I've received. So if they're not louder than my own thoughts, then yeah, they need to stand out some way.
The oceanic beings are what you have the most connection to. You should know this by now.
Yeah, but I still don't know what they're saying.
Feel into it when you decide you wish to connect.
Yeah. Well, can you tell them to stand out more than my normal thoughts? I'm sure they should be able to give a vibration of different.
It is your capability that they wish to amplify here.
Oh, real. Oh, so I'm the draw. Oh, that's interesting. Well, what are they wanting from me then? What can I do for them?
You can do much.
Yeah, like and like an example would be what?
One, be a speaker to humanity for them.
Well, that's going to be really interesting since we already just established that I'm not hearing them very clearly. How I'm going to be a vocal point for them if I don't know what they're saying.
If you begin to release the thought that you do not understand them, release it. Allow them to speak through you. Feel them out. Let them touch your mind. Think of their sonic vibration. You will connect to them. Release the thought process that something extra must occur.
Right now, I'm thinking that if I were to go to YouTube later today and go look at dolphin videos or listen to dolphin recordings, that listening to those sounds would help trigger some kind of thing that I
That
could
is
use
correct.
that experience as an attunement that would help me tune in more to so that I would be able to hear more consciously.
That is
Because that's the
correct.
thing. I'm not complaining that I'm not getting signals. I know I get signals all the time and just sometimes don't know who they're from. And so this is why I'm saying that I'd like to know that consciously because it's not I'm a conscious being, right? So look, it's great to say, oh, you do so much stuff unconsciously. Yeah, but the conscious bit's really delicious. So I like
It
that
will
too.
help
Yeah.
while you are in movement on your bicycle. With movement on your bicycle, you can think of swimming through the water as you are swimming
Oh,
through
it
the
is a
water.
lot like that already. I do
Yes,
think that an awful lot. I think, oh, this
yes,
is like so when especially if I'm going downhill, the rush of the air going by. So, oh, this is what the water feels like when they're zipping through the water. I actually
yes,
do that already.
yes, because they are connecting to you at that time.
Yeah. Okay. So is that why I've been craving fish for like the last 3 days? Because they eat fish, right? I've been wanting some fish. I used to get fish at the buffet place, but the buffet place has been closed and they don't know if it's going to reopen. And that's when I would get my fish. So I'm low on fish. I've been craving fish, honestly, for like 3 days now. So I'm wondering, is that even more of the connection
Yes,
happening? More of
yes,
a tactile kind of portion of it? Oh, that's
yes,
interesting. I should get some fish.
yes. You should buy
Then
some from the store instead.
yeah, I'll just have to some kind of saltwater fish, like oh maybe a whitefish or something, not a freshwater fish, but a saltwater fish. I don't know. I'll find something. I'll see what something will make itself available and come to my attention. I'm sure.
In the moment you are receiving the thought process on your bike, that would be the best time to think to yourself,
To connect in.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. And since they're used to movement, they won't crash me when I do that because I still need to
no,
be able to steer.
yes, you
Need
will be able to
to have a
steer.
safe connection. All right, safe steering. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that would be all right. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
And allow them to show you through your third eye that they are connecting to you. See them in the water.
Yeah, well, I've been calling out. Oh, it's been a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I was calling out to them a couple of weeks ago that I was asking the collective, so just a basic request that next time I'm down by the water, if I could see some representatives that would be willing to show themselves next time I'm near the water, so just so I could have some physical evidence of the connection because I thought that one that'd be really really cool and it'd be neat to say hi.
Well, the
So
next time that you have that thought process, picture them in your mind and send out a signal with your third eye.
Oh, ask him that way. Oh, okay. I know
Yes.
exactly what you mean. All right, I can do that. So now I'm thinking that the video that I shared with Sarah last night was also that energy trying to reach me, even through YouTube.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
okay, I'm getting it now. It's starting to come together. The pieces come together. So they've been calling back, and
Yes.
I haven't been noticing because here again, it doesn't stand out because it's just everyday energy. So do they understand when I say be louder and be different? They know what I mean now through this example. They understand that there's an awful lot of energy that I'm experiencing that in
Yes.
order to stand out, all right, to
Well, they
stand out
are
more.
standing out, but you aren't noticing.
Well, yeah, but I notice like in hindsight, it's not like I'm noticing in real time. And I'd prefer to notice in real time and go, oh, that's such and such energy saying hey or whatever. And then, yeah, so it's got to get my attention, and my
Yes.
attention is biased to this reality. So, in order for me to notice them, they need to be slightly different than this reality, per se. The vibration needs to stand out just a little bit more. And I'm sure they can find some cool, creative way to do that, something that's
Yeah.
simple for them. That's why I'm not asking for it to come a specific way, but I would like for it to come a way.
Well, they have been coming to
Yeah,
you.
well, yeah, yeah, but to see, so is this one of the reasons why you came today? Because this energy
Yeah.
was beckoning forth. All right, because that would make perfect sense then. I would understand that. Well, good. All right, so that made some headway consciously, so that's good, and that's a comforting feeling. So that's really nice. So thank you for sharing
You're
that.
welcome.
Are there any other informations from the collective that feel you would like to communicate with me at this time while it's got the opportunity to consciously do so?
First, connect to them in the ways we have discussed today.
All right.
And from there, you will be able to communicate with them in an easier fashion.
Yeah, because it would get easier then once the connection was made clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
See yourself riding a wave as you are riding your bike.
Okay.
Do not make it complicated. Do not overthink it. It is very simple. Think of the sonar, the
Yeah.
telepathic
They
communication.
that. Oh, you know what just reminded me is the ones that were moving the circle of air. They were moving
Yeah.
air. Do you remember that video? Did I ever share that video with Sarah?
No.
Oh, it's so neat. They move a circle of air with their mind at the front of their head, and they can. Oh, it's so neat. I'll see if I can find that. I'll share it with Sarah, so she'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that guy. He was like a scientist or something. He was showing all the other ones how it's still possible. All the other dolphins thought that information was long gone, but he still had it. So and then it ended up on a video somehow. Somebody saw it. Yeah, so neat.
This is why we say to use the wind.
Use the wind.
Use the wind as you are riding your bike.
Oh yeah, I like the wind at my back because that I can go a lot easier then. Yeah, I like if it's windy. Wow. Okay. All right.
It does not need to be windy.
No, no, I don't like it when it's too windy.
Just feel the wind as you are in movement. Do you understand?
I'm. I think I am. I think I am. So or just being in the wind, even walking, I can be
Yes,
aware of. Wow. So the wind, instead of the wind being the wind, I could equate it to the water aspect of that would be like a tide.
that
Like
is
the
correct.
so the water would flow a certain way. You could go with the tide or against the tide or along the tide or diagonal ways with the tide.
Yes,
So there's something about that force that
because
helps trigger.
the wind carries particles of water.
Oh, Is there silica in those particles?
All the elements that are within water.
Yeah, because silica is the element in water that really makes people connect to it. So, oh, you know what? I'm not far from the ocean, so I'm getting probably pretty good water or pretty good air.
Yes.
There's a lot of ocean water in the air, even
Yes.
though it doesn't smell like ocean 20 miles in, but there's still a hint of it. Sometimes I can smell salt in the air.
And
Really
those are the
interesting.
times to connect as well.
Okay. All right. And all these connections or pending connections, there are extra offerings of expansion being offered then? Is that kind of what's going on? So each connection is a strengthening of the, so they're collective, so they're additive, so to speak. They get stronger and stronger and stronger.
It is teaching you to feel the elements around you.
Okay. Like I feel the air now because I have a fan on over there. So, okay. So I can begin using that as a beginning to feel. Okay. All right.
Yes.
And then equate that to if it were water, and then I can tap into the energies better. Interesting. Okay.
The wind carries itself in waves
Yes, it does.
with fluidity.
Yes.
It changes and it flows around you.
Right. Because it's lighter.
Exactly. And if you can begin to see the wind as a wave of energy,
Yeah.
you can also have the perception of the wind being a flow of a wave of water,
Right.
and allow that wave of water to carry you into the elemental frequencies of those that you wish to connect to,
All right.
whether they are land beings, water beings, sky beings,
All right.
and more.
Right. I understand.
The wind carries the frequency of all of the different elements of nature.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of like your surfboarders riding the wave.
No surfers. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that.
You
No
are
named
welcome.
being that represents collective of stuff.
You
But
are
now
welcome.
it's approaching our time to close. But thanks for coming and thanks for having being open to a little recording and everything. And yeah, thank you.
You are welcome. And I love you.
Love you too. Thanks. That's nice. Yeah, interesting. Very, very
Ooh, very
interesting.
calm.
Yeah,
Seriously calm.
yeah. Good, good. Yeah, interesting. Good food for thought.
Yeah.
Let's close the recording portion.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah. If this
If you
is this
begin to
going public?
feel there, feel the
Yeah,
frequency.
yeah. Good. Feel it. Have it.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
so, Conversations with Sarah on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you for watching. I will do a Oceanic language
Oh, okay.
for
Oh,
you.
that's neat. Yeah, that'll be timely.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ooh, that's such a high
Yeah,
frequency.
that one was kind of squeaky.
It's very squeaky.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
like the dolphins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was reminiscent, wasn't it?
Like I had to start at Arturian just to get to the dolphin energy.
Mm. Oh, you did a big stretch. All
I,
right.
I had to get from Arturian to dolphin.
Yeah, good. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording
All
here.
right. Love you, everyone. Namaste.
All right.